everybody, welcome. We are here today because Illumination's Villain-Con Minion Blast is finally open. It is officially open, soft launch right now, technical rehearsals, but we're going to get to go in. Are you excited?
I am.
I'm excited. We've been waiting a while. We got to see all the other Minions land, but we were not able to do the Villain-Con, and so today's the day we're going to hop on the ride, so let's get going. All right, we are here at Villain-Con Minion Blast. It's officially open. It's a 45-minute wait right now. Technical rehearsals. You can see there's actually a sign up that says the attraction is in technical rehearsal, which means it could stop and start at any time. They could cut this line off and you won't be able to get in. And we've been waiting for this to open up. They opened up all of the other Minions land. We've actually already done videos on the entire other Minions land, the Minions Cafe restaurant, which is really great. I'll link to those below, so you're going to want to check them out. But we haven't been able to do Villain-Con because it's been held back. They were having some technical difficulties. They did some team member previews, and I don't think it went very well, so they had to make some changes. Then they just recently came back and did some team member previews as of a couple of days ago. So we were kind of keeping our ear to the ground, hoping it was going to open soon to the public. And today was the day. It just opened up this morning for technical rehearsals, hot off the presses, so we shot straight over here to try to hop on it as quick as possible. So we're going to jump in line. I want to get in there quick before they cut it off, because you never know. They could stop doing this at any time.
Welcome to Villain-Con. Fake identity required.
Standing on your assigned location. Thank you for your cooperation.
Announcement at all times. Any henchman under 48 inches challenge carefully step forward onto the moving walkway. For your safety, please remain standing on the moving walkway at all.
All right, well, we just got off the ride, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a blast. Haha, Minions Blast. I actually enjoyed it a lot. But I kind of want to break down the ride for you a little bit. The line was kind of interesting. It was pretty short. It didn't take us actually 45 minutes to get through. It was more like 20 minutes. There's some outside part of the line, which actually is kind of hot. There's not really any breeze.
It was
Very hot. But then once you get in the inside section, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like Villain-Con, like a conference, if you will, like a big, kind of like Comic-Con setup. There's lots of different things to look at. It's pretty neat. And then once you got all the way up to the ride, you grabbed your gun, and then you had to kind of wait in a little bit of a line again, but then you basically get on a moving walkway, and there's these little blue and like red or orange dots on the ground that tell you where to stand. Each person, they kind of assign you a spot, and you basically just stand there on this moving walkway as it takes you through the Villain-Con attraction, and there's lots of screens up where you're basically shooting things.
I didn't like it. The one good thing about it is the graphics are extremely cute, but the graphics are extremely chaotic. I like the colors of like the screens and the things on the screens. I won't go into detail, but the gun is so heavy and bulky. Like you're standing like this. It is so heavy, and your arms just get so tired. They should have had something that you prop it up on, or something at least, because you're just sitting there, and it's pretty long. The ride or experience itself, so you're just standing there holding that the whole time. So you actually get tired of shooting, and it's pretty chaotic. You can't really see what you're shooting at all. Like, I think I was supposed to have like some little blue circle somewhere, but most of the time I didn't know where it was, because everybody's is on there. And there's so much going on the screens that you can't tell what's going on. I got a 500,000, so did Steve. He was trying, I wasn't. I was literally just shooting stuff, because I tried at the beginning, realized like it wasn't gonna, there was no trying, because it was so chaotic, so I was just shooting stuff, and I got the same score as Steve, who was trying. So, to me, I did not like it, no. I wouldn't wait a long line in it. I would go in it maybe again with like my kids or people visiting if there was no line at all, but I would definitely never wait for it.
Yeah, I would kind of echo everything you said. The gun doesn't feel super heavy until you've been holding it for a while. I mean, it was kind of heavy as soon as you picked it up, but I kind of figured out that like the best way to hold it was kind of like, just like hold it down at your waist and like kind of point it, but aiming when it's at your waist, it's like hip firing. It's pretty hard to aim. Although there is like a little thing on the screen that shows your particular gun, so you have to kind of figure out which one's yours. Mine was a logo of Villain-Con, but it was green. What was yours?
I don't know, because I have bad eyes. I just know it's blue.
So I think, yeah, yours was probably like a blue Villain-Con logo, but it was really hard to find my particular sight target because it was so chaotic. And I didn't even know what to aim for, but man, that gun was heavy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why they made it so heavy. I feel like
There's no relief from it.
yeah, it was heavy, and it's a long ride. So, but yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was, and maybe it's just because it's the first time we rode it, I couldn't figure out what was going on the screens. Like I really couldn't. There was so much stuff happening on the screens, and there was a lot of people shooting, a lot of stuff blowing up. There was no like clear, defined targets. I saw coins on the ground. I started shooting those, and I was collecting coins. I don't know if that's good. There was boxes you could shoot, and they would blow up. I'm guessing you got points. There was creatures. There was also minions on the screen, and I didn't know if I shot the minions if that was good or bad. And then there was big villains on the screen that we shot and blew up. There was definitely two triggers. There was the main trigger and the secondary trigger, which like I think just launched big bombs. Towards the end, the bombs that I was shooting were bananas. Did you notice that? The bombs changed in different screens, and for me, the last screen, it was bananas, and it would like throw a big banana and it would blow up. I really liked the ride. I thought it was fun. My biggest issues are what you said. Gun's too heavy. You also can't just hold the trigger down. Men in Black, you can hold the trigger down. This one, you have to keep firing. So not only is it heavy, but my hand was getting tired. And then it's just very chaotic on the screen.
They have the Eliminator X gun. This is much lighter, like 1,000 times lighter than the one in the ride. I wish this is what the weight was on the one in the ride. Well, a walkthrough ride. I'm not sure if it's a ride, but it says Eliminator X, and it has illumination, so it does light up. This forward button illuminates this Vicious 6 like onto a wall, like it projects it. And then it has a dome effect with these different colors: freeze ray, force blast, lightning bolt, fireball. Push the main button right here. Backup blaster to light up the dome. So yeah. It's really cute. I feel like this, and it's only $35. I think that's a great deal, especially for like your kids if they wanted like a souvenir or a toy. Especially because it's a new ride. I would expect it to be more. And if you have an annual pass, you get it 20% off. So I actually think that's a good deal.
Now, as predicted in our preview videos when we were reviewing the Minions Cafe and the Minions stores and everything that were opening, the exit that we kind of looked like was going to be the exit for Villain-Con is in fact the exit for Villain-Con. So we came out right there and we were right into the store. We've done, like I said, other videos on the store itself, so we won't go into detail on it. But it was basically the same merchandise except for the gun that we just showed, which I thought was really cool. I would actually ride Villain-Con Minion Blast again. I really kind of enjoyed the attraction, but I wouldn't wait a long time for it. Just like Candi said, maybe 15, 20 minutes. But again, it said 45 minutes and only ended up being like 20 minutes. So now they're not doing express passes right now, which I feel like speeds the line up. So there's no express pass. Now once express pass goes into effect, if it says 60-minute wait, it might actually be 60 minutes. I don't know. Now one thing about Villain-Con that was not in place yet was there's supposed to be interactivity with the Universal Orlando Resort app on your phone, where you can like change what your bomb is, like from a banana, like I was saying, that could be a banana to some other stuff. Also keeps track of your score. You can get extra points if you do certain things and accomplish certain tasks. So I didn't see any of that this time around. I definitely didn't see it on the app. There was no instructions on how to use that or download that as you were getting onto the ride that I saw. So I don't think that that's implemented yet, or if it is, it's really hard to find. So I'm going to assume that once they actually launch, that stuff will kind of come into play more, but right now it wasn't really there. So I don't know how that's going to go, but it looks and sounds kind of interesting, but we just don't know yet. All right, so there you have it. That's our review of Villain-Con, a sneak preview, if you will. I'm sure more video content will be coming out on the actual ride itself. We were not allowed to videotape or take pictures inside the ride, so we couldn't show that, and I didn't want to sneak video on that. We don't roll that way. We try to stay within the rules. But I'm sure there's some people that have snuck video online. If you really want to see it, check it out. But hopefully we gave you a little bit of a taste, didn't spoil it too much, and we'll be curious to see what you think. Do you love it? I definitely think it's a good attraction that's been added for kids. I think this place needed more kids attractions that are adult friendly. This is definitely one of them. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's probably going to be crowded because it's in the front of the park right by Despicable Me. But that being said, it's the middle of the day right now on a Saturday. And it was only 20 minutes to get in there. So hopefully it stays that way. It was fun. I think it moves a lot of people through that line quickly. So we're going to get out of here. Thanks again for joining us. Until we see you next time, the Noble Way.
It's easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.